Sure. My name is Darryl Evans, and I'm an executive chef at the Vineyards Club in Atlanta, Georgia.
And your preparation for tonight?
I'm fixing the appetizer course, which is going to be a terrine of morels with wild mushrooms served with an essence of smoked tomato. And it'll also be accompanied with a corn and mushroom relish.
What does that entail as far as preparation?
Well, the morels are a very meaty mushroom, and I think in today's time, since people are becoming more vegetarian, it's another outlet for people to decrease the amount of fat in their diet. I also chose the chicken breast because it's very lean and low in fat, and it has a great flavor mixed with the mushrooms together. So what I've done is I've taken shiitake mushrooms to start out and sauteed them and then grilled them, as you can see on the top of the crust here, and laid those out and made a farce of the chicken itself. And I took the morel mushrooms and sauteed them off and deglazed the pan, and I stuffed them with some of the mousse to put inside of the terrine. Terrine itself is sort of in a mushroom shape to sort of give reference to it being a mushroom terrine. So it sort of goes in hand, sort of like a little bit of the fashion of what the actual item is. But it has a very distinct flavor with the mushrooms, very light. And by this being a 7-course meal, we don't want it to be too heavy, so it really works well for the appetizer course.
How many per serving?
Actually, you get 2 slices per serving, which is about, I'd say, a little bit less than 2 ounces. And the total course is a little bit less than 3 ounces. And probably the total amount of protein, you're probably looking at another, maybe, let's say, maybe an ounce and a half. The whole total 7-course meal probably won't have more than, say, anywhere from 17 to 21 ounces of protein in it. So, I mean, very health conscious too. So it's just not just thought of as doing 1 course to start out through the whole meal, especially in the 7-course.
What would this complement as far as courses go?
This would be the start of the dinner tonight. I think the taste of it, what it does is by being an appetizer with the wild mushrooms being meaty themselves, and this terrine being a little spicy, is going to activate the palate and make everyone a little bit hungry. It almost will wake them up in a little bit, you know. It's almost like a wake-up call with it. So I think it'll be good. Had good compliments so far on the initial taste. So I think once with the ambiance of the room and with the festivities of tonight, it'll go real well.
Let's talk about your background briefly.
Sure. Well, I'm originally from Columbus, Georgia, which is in the South, as you know.
City, Alabama.
Being City, you can throw a rock right across it. Exactly, you know. And okay, great. And I moved to Atlanta about 12 years ago. My culinary training comes from going through the American Culinary Federation apprenticeship program. I did a 3-year apprenticeship program in Atlanta up under Chef Tom Catherall, and I trained there at Cherokee Town and Country Club for about 8 years. And I went on to become the first African-American chef to be on the United States Culinary Olympic team to compete in Frankfurt, Germany. That experience has helped me a lot in my career as far as getting me some worldwide travel and recognition, and to be able to put myself in situations where I can get exposure like this and to be able to give back also, because so much of the training that I've had really doesn't do me any good if I don't pass it on and give back. So it's an ongoing thing every day. Every day is another training course, so I haven't arrived yet.
I'm an alumni of Clark College also.
Okay. Yeah.
Atlanta, obviously, is the mecca of the South. Has the influences of the various culinary styles in Atlanta branched out in the Southeast, and has it affected the secondary cities, the Birminghams, or is it still primarily Atlanta the hub for great culinary food?
No, I think it has. I think it has spread out. I think that you take Birmingham, you take Charlotte, North Carolina, even Savannah. You know, the areas around the Southeast. Atlanta has been a helping in it, but I think Atlanta cooking also has really risen itself to be more of a regional style of cooking also. We're taking from the whole area of the Southeast there, so it's not just Atlanta itself. Atlanta probably has the more metropolitan of the chefs there, but the food still comes from the country towns and the fresh products. We search for those type of things. We want to go back to the grassroots and get the really earthy, you know, vegetables, and get the earthy starches, get the really, you know, as they call it now, free range, you know, type chickens and deers and fowls and things of that nature. So I think Atlanta is a hub for it. but I think the chefs have ventured out to go back to the home roots and really cook with it every day in their own backyard.